Hi there. My tripod got stolen, so I'm gonna try and hold this as steady as I can. So this past weekend, there was an incident that made me think more about trying to teach neurodivergent people to be more like neurotypical people. It's something that has come up time and time again, and I just think that I should probably make a video about it. This weekend we had a barbecue with some of our extended family, and some of our cousins came over. And one of my cousins is much further on the autism spectrum than I am. Like most autistic people, my cousin can sometimes do things unintentionally that would hurt people's feelings or make them uncomfortable. And of course, she doesn't mean to, but her mother's way of trying to correct her is by asking her, well, how would you feel if people did that to you? And I don't really think that's the best way of approaching this kind of situation, where people on the spectrum sometimes do things without realizing that other people might not feel the same way about it as they do. So when a neurotypical person says to someone on the spectrum, well, how would you like it if someone else did the same thing to you? The honest answer might be that that just doesn't really bother them, so it wouldn't matter to them if someone else did that to them. Autistic people's brains actually have shown to have fewer connections in the emotional regulation center, so they have problems reading other people's emotions, and they also have trouble understanding their own emotions as well. So in a similar situation, if an autistic person was upset or feeling some other thing from this, then they might not be as aware that that's how they're feeling, so they would reasonably think that why would this bother someone else, because it doesn't bother me. When you ask an autistic person, how would you feel if someone did this thing to you? The answer is probably they wouldn't know how they would feel, or at least they would certainly not feel the same way as a neurotypical person would. It doesn't really have as big of an impact in changing how an autistic person would interact with others. The best way to handle that is to actually say to them that, I know that this doesn't bother you, or you wouldn't feel that way if someone did that to you, but that's actually not the majority of people, and that probably would bother most people that you encounter. And even then, a lot of neurodivergent people are still gonna slip up from time to time, because it's just easier being able to treat people like how you would want to be treated. But when you have to also remember that how you would like to be treated is not how other people would like to be treated, then it's just easy to forget that, what you would naturally do is probably not the best socially acceptable way to behave.